Welcome, everyone, to episode 17, Coffee, let me roll, Tech Shop Coffee Talk with your host, Ross in the sunshine and Bruce. Epic 17, my friends. Over to you, Ross.
Hey, thank you, Bruce. Glad to be here. Welcome. And, this week's going to be a fun week. And what we're talking about, we're going to talk about pain. We're going to talk about energy. We're going to talk about some stress that goes on with it all and where that all heads. So glad you're here. Grab a cup of coffee and we're going to get started.
Awesome.
And I've got the new background set up too. So that's going to add to it.
I love the background that's with the nice sunshine and sunset there. It looks awesome.
Thank you.
So just remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. There's a link below to Healthy Coffee. Click on Ross's Healthy Coffee or mine to order a bag. Please feel free to click and look around. And on those websites, you'll get a whole lot of information. So please just feel free to order some coffee from us. That's the only way we're making money. We're not getting paid to do this. We're doing this for fun. Even though Ross is sitting there enjoying on the beach, enjoying the sunset behind him, and I just got the king of herbs behind me, Gammaderma, and the coffee. It's all amazing. But please click on the links and enjoy the coffee. This coffee is amazing. It will change your life. Over to you, Ross.
Awesome. Well, Bruce, I've had an exciting, crazy, fun week. We talk about the things that we do and the things that goes on, and it's been one of those. I'm sure everybody can relate. A hectic week.
Yes, sir.
And when I say hectic, I like to control what goes on. I like to control what happens. I like to keep it in order, and I like to keep it taken care of. But
yes, sir.
There's just weeks like this one where you've got things going on that aren't supposed to be going on, and you're trying to take care of them, and you're overworked, loaded on this side of the fence, and you've got family coming in on this side of the fence, and then you've got your mentors that you're working with pounding down on the other side of the fence, and it's just everything is piling.
Too many hats. You're wearing too many hats. Yeah,
and at the same time, you can't wear enough hats.
Yeah, and you don't have enough sunshine in the middle of the day to deal with all the work.
I've even been labeled as the guy with many hats.
Oh, yes.
These are just two of. I've got probably a whole room full of hats. I've got boxes full of hats, and the best part of it is I've worn every one of them. But in controlling that. There was one of our meetings this week. We talked about your health is your wealth.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think people get the whole gist of what that is, because if without your health, you don't have any wealth.
And I can contest to that. Let's pause that thought, because I want to tell you a story this week. But so I'll expand more on that in a minute there. So is it? The demand's been heavy. Is it just people are wanting their air conditionings aren't working good? They want it cooler in their house, or what have you been up to?
Well, we're in that winter phase, so it's on the heater side of things. And I've got griping and complaining customers that you can't please them no matter what you do. But at the same time, you just gotta bite the lip and you take care of them as a customer. That's just life. It's life of what you do. And then you've got equipment that fails. It's not supposed to fail, and you've got all those issues. And
you're the in-between guy, Like you gotta save face for the manufacturer, but you're the front line, so they throw all their frustration at you. I've been there, done that.
And on top of that, you deal with your employees. You deal with your employees' problems. You
Yeah.
deal with your family problems or issues or events.
Yeah.
Some are planned and some are gathered at the last minute and they don't fit.
Surprise.
They're surprised and they don't fit with what you got going on. So
Yeah.
it just escalates to the
Oh yeah.
boiling pot and you're
Yeah.
just, and you just got to explode and let it go.
Uh,
But,
you
you
gotta
know,
love family.
I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you that leads to overwork
Yes.
and that leads to hurting and sore muscles and
Yeah.
it leads to not thinking right,
Stress. Yeah.
stress, and
And when you're
stress
not thinking
leads
right and
to
hurting, you can injure yourself.
and
But
stress even leads is one of the major causes in diseases.
yes. Yeah,
And
I agree.
uh, leading to that stress, one of the major causes is cash flow, which is the number one
Hmm.
cause of stress
Yep.
because it's the cash flow that you're working for and doing all those things for to have the things and go the places and do all the things that you want to do.
Yes.
And that,
Without it, it just doesn't work.
yes,
Cash is king.
you know, is walking on the beach and having that fun time great? You bet it is. Is that
It
vacation?
is.
You bet it is. But you know what? Even though you're on the beach having fun with a smile in the shorts, running your say faint toes through the sand,
Hmm.
you work to get there.
You pay for what you get.
You do. And I've been in that time and I think you're facing one of those now to where eh, we all get old. We're not young pups anymore.
Well,
And
define old. I'm only 52, so but
well,
yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. I was speaking with a guy today that's 80
Oh
and
wow.
he's going to join us on our biking across Kansas this
That's
summer.
amazing, amazing,
And
is
and
it?
I can't keep up with him. But yet he and his buddies look at me and my size and my physique and my bike and they go, well, how does he keep up with me?
Oh
And I'm
wow,
like,
wow.
so he's like, what are you taking?
Well, because your bike's 10 pounds heavier than theirs,
My bike is at least 8 pounds heavier than theirs.
but it's
And
$1,000 cheaper or something.
yeah, and
Yeah.
on top of that, I carry an extra um at least another 40 to 50 pounds more than what they carry on the bike just because of who I am.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
makes for a fun, interesting time and conversation. But you know what? I got there because I was having hurts and pains,
Yeah.
and I was coming home not walking, Bruce.
Oh
And
wow.
after getting changing my diet, getting better health, getting good
Yeah.
products to fix those problems, and I have to give my biggest thank to my chiropractor, um, who's a CPK chiropractor, not just basic chiropractic bone
Yeah.
cracking. He's muscle moving,
Yeah.
um, kinesiology type,
Yeah.
and I have to give a lot of credit to him on just getting me back to shape, getting me in order, because it all stems from an injury that I had at work. Um, because we stayed late to finish a job and to make extra money and to finish a project, and I
And
just
on and yeah,
and it,
understood.
it's just that whole process. And you know
Yeah.
what? Um, that all leads me back to something you're going to talk about here in a minute, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Um, a plan B. Why it's so important to have a plan B. So you've had some
It's very
things,
important.
you've had some issues this week. Tell us about
Yeah.
your issues and tell
Well,
us why a plan B is so huge.
well, the first very important issue is one of us has an accent. Please comment below. Sorry, which one of us has an accent? Just please comment below because we're still confused over that too. But no, I've had a very fun. If we can't laugh about that, why have fun?
No, it's all laughable. It's all fun, and that's why we're here. And we're hoping you've
Yeah.
got your cup of coffee and laughing with us.
Hey, I hope you spit out the same time because I don't think Ross is expecting that comment. Okay, so what I want to talk about is um, so I've spent 20 years in the Arctic, which people think, well, the Arctic, like Alaska, you know how Alaska is. There's southern Alaska And then if you go to the very tip, like I've been farther than Nome, Alaska, but in Canada. So I've actually been to Nome, Alaska, in Alaska also. But
I've
I've
been
been,
there. That's a neat place.
it is a very neat place. But I've been to a lot of places in the winter when the wind's blowing, even with a warm parka on, you still, your lower back is what takes a beating, and you got to keep on ticking. But what happened was about 3 weeks ago, I sat down in my car, and it wasn't a Mercedes and without heated seats. We need to sell some travel and coffee to get my Mercedes, but we don't have that yet. But it's in the works,
It's
or
coming.
it's in the plans.
It's
It's coming.
coming.
So I was sitting in my cloth seat car that doesn't have heated seats, and because my car was very cold outside, and I just started my car, I sat there for about 10 minutes. It caused my back just to tweak a little bit, and then it started getting sore and sore and sore. Anyway, fast forward to this week, I couldn't even, when I got out of bed in the morning, I almost hit the floor because I couldn't stand up. My lower back just got so stiff.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 days ago, I had to go see a chiropractor. Get in my car, and driving was torture. I could sit down in the sitting position, but when I try and get up, like at work where we have a gate, so I have to stop, get out of my car, walk over, unlock the gate, pull the gate open, and get back in my car. Just a couple days ago, I went to the gate, so I get out of my car, and I've been sitting for half an hour, and I could barely. I had to pull myself up on the car and then on the hood. I looked like I was half drunk, and then I kind of had to jump over, grab onto the fence, move over. I unlock it, and I didn't have the strength to open the gate. My back. Your back is so important. And anyway,
Mm-hmm.
finally, first thing I did is I sat down and I Googled the closest chiropractor that's open the quickest, and I looked online to see when I could book, and I found one. I found an appointment in 2 hours. So I found a chiropractor. Thank God I found one. It was only a block away. I went and sat down with him, and he put some heat on it, and then he did adjustment. But very skilled, this chiropractor. He
Yep.
didn't even X-ray. He just said, stand up, took a look. He said, okay, that's how to line. Look at the way your feet are. Blah blah blah. He like knew right away.
Yep.
Anyway, then he did some adjustments, and then he told me, okay, I know what you're doing. He told me tweak it and do a few more things. And then so I was listening to him. And then this morning I got up and I went to work. And when I got out of my car and I went over to open the gate, the pain was so hard I went right on the ground. It was so
Oh man.
painful.
Oh,
It just took me. So it's like,
ouch.
oh, am I going to do this? So, but right now my coworker, there's only two of us, and I think I have a very important job. If he was here, I probably would have took the week off. But because he's away, um, I'm
You got to step up to the plate.
well, I'm very valuable when they need at least one of us here. So I think, I can't be at home in bed rolling in pain, because I know once you get going, it's like an old car. Once you start it up and get it moving, it'll kind of work
It gets
itself out.
rolling. You bet.
Have
You
that or
bet.
blow up. So one of the two. But so like no is not an option. But from that pain and stuff, I realize I'm very fortunate that I work for a very good company that does treat me well, and we do take care of like we have a medical plan. If I get injured, they take care of me. But
Mm-hmm.
I have worked in other places where if you're injured, they
Oh,
walk you
that's
out the
huge.
door. They
There are
walk you out the
places.
door in 24 hours, or they wait till the stitches are in, then they walk you out the door.
Yep.
Or if you're in a coma, they might wait till you wake up or not. But a lot of companies, just if you're not there like an ATM machine earning them money, they want you gone. You're just a number, a value, and your value is tied to how much you can earn for that company.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of companies, they don't have insurance, they don't have a lot of stuff in the background. So if you get injured, you're just say, see ya, bye
Well,
bye.
and then even if you do and you lose that job, it's tough to get another job afterwards because you're a mark. You know, people look at you
Yep.
in society and say, no, that's not right. And you have a hard time finding a job for replacement. So that,
Well,
that makes it even very important of why a plan B is important. Even,
your plan B could become your only plan A. So it's very important to build something in the background. Rich people, they believe in multiple streams of income, not just a one-trick pony. You know,
yes,
because that one-trick pony, you could work at a factory for 50 years, and you might leave with a gold watch, or depending who gets in power, if China comes in and pushes that, you know, brings a better widget on the market, after 50 years they just might go bankrupt, and you could lose your pension, everything.
yep.
Look at GE just did that to a bunch of people.
Well,
So
and even the
you know,
simple aspect, Bruce, of a plan B, of whether it's full time or even part time for 80% of the population,
yeah,
that $500 extra, or that
can change your
$700
life.
extra,
Yeah,
or that 1,500 extra to, to start with, that is life changing to people, and that
yeah,
is even a stress reliever, which is good for your health.
yeah.
So
So with
it's good all the way around.
this company, health is everything. That's why when I go see a doctor, I don't take drugs. I already drink healthy coffee that's got medicine in it, herbal
Yes,
medicine.
yes.
Magic mushrooms, not the kind that see you on Mars, but uh, mushrooms that you can feel a different. When you drink this coffee, it empowers your body, and you just align. You have more energy. The
Yes.
moringa I drink every morning, I cannot live without that stuff, because I don't. Everyone around me gets the flu and colds, and when I drink that stuff, I stay 100%. Why?
And
Because I'm taking proper medicine, which is called nutrition.
and there's, and I'm going to put a plug in here, Bruce. There's a lot of nutritional companies out there, a lot of good, a lot of bad. We're not here to
Hmm.
bash one or the other, but
Yeah.
there's some that aren't so good, and
Hmm.
it's so important to have a product that is
Quality.
quality, natural. And people don't think of this so much, but even how it's put together and packaged and delivered makes a factor of how that product is in the end result of what you're using. And that's
And
huge.
also, one thing is, it works.
Yes. And
There's a lot of
that's
people that sell snake oil, like they say it's natural, but it's all pre-processed in the filler and all the
yep.
other crap they put in there. You know, you
And
you get no bang from it.
and that's one of the reasons why Bruce and I are here. The products that we've got that we're working with and enjoying, they do work. And it's not. I'm not just telling you they work. I've got team members that are telling us that they're worked. I got team members that
Yeah,
are telling us what they're doing. We've got friends outside of that are using it and saying what it does for them and how great it is. And those are just testimonies of a good product.
yeah.
And I was in another company prior to this. They have some good products,
Hmm.
and I use some of those good products. And I still use a couple of those products now and then. But I'm not afraid to say that. I like the product. I like what it does. It works. I know where to go get it. But as a whole company, whole as products, that's what I like about just a few companies out there. They've got that natural organic product that is good on the market. And it's not just good for me, it's good for you. It's good for
Yeah,
our customers that are listening. And it's basically, if you can eat and you can walk and you can talk and you can drink on this planet,
yeah,
there's something in there that's going to do good for you somewhere.
yeah,
So,
for sure. And that's what I like about this. Like, a few years back, I was actually injured in the workplace, and I went and saw an injury doctor, like through the company's insurance. And that doctor said, "Oh, you're injured. Okay, what medicine can we put you on?" I said, "No, no, 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 no. I'm 100% healthy. I'm in good shape for my
mhm.
age. I want to stay healthy. So whatever's wrong, I want us to fix it. Not, I don't want to get addicted to
Yep,
opioids or put me on drugs to mask the pain, because all that's doing is going to just damage whatever is damaged. That's just a bandage.
yep.
So I want you to
You,
fix the problem." And he
you
didn't like
know,
that.
I know of here in my community of four great leaders.
Hmm.
And I say leaders. They're looked upon in the community. They're well liked. They
Yep.
do lead. They have great support to the community and everything. And every one of those four are 74 plus years old.
Wow.
The one I know, the oldest one of them is turning 80. And I know, actually, I know another guy that's 98, and he outdoes all of these guys.
Oh,
And
wow.
what's interesting is I've talked to every one of them, and every one of them, they've all got the same story. They've gone to the doctor, and they walk in the doctor's office, and this is sad for our medical community. They
Yep.
walk in the doctor's office, and the first question the doctor asks them, "What medicines are you taking?" Well, what meds?
Hmm.
And these guys are nothing.
Yeah, they
And
don't
he's
take.
he's like, no, he said, you didn't hear me. What pills and what things are you taking every day and daily? And they're like, we don't take anything.
Yeah.
But I do know those people, and I do know they do eat well.
Yeah.
They do exercise well. They get out and do things. They're active. They're on the go, and they're leading that healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
and that is part of the health to your wealth.
Yeah, it is. And without investing in your health, you got nothing.
Yep. So
It's very important.
so if you haven't, get off the couch. Um, Look at a different menu. You don't have to go
Make
buy.
better choices.
You don't have to go buy products. Okay.
No.
Here's a simple one. Everybody fights for the front parking lot at Walmart.
Yeah,
Not,
and
almost
there's
everybody
never
is.
parking.
Almost everybody does it. So what do?
Yeah.
Go halfway back to the parking lot, park your car, and walk into Walmart. It's healthy for you to do that. And you also opened up a parking lot for somebody else, and you were kind. So
Now, if
it's
Ross,
mindset.
if you're driving an RV, you have to park at the back. In fact, you might even have to park in the gravel or the grass way in the back because there's no spot for that.
For
So
up
that's a
front.
neat thing. If you drive an RV, you're always parking far, far away and have to walk,
Well,
which is
I'm gonna
preferred.
I'm gonna I'm gonna throw in on this one. I got the opportunity to go to Florida and take my father to Florida on a last trip that we went on,
Yep.
and we had to go to Walmart and get some things. And I'm like, Dad had a handicap deal. I'm like, hey, this is cool. I
Uh-oh.
get to park in the handicap place.
Yeah.
Well, in Florida, half of the parking lot is handicap.
Oh, wow. So even parking is way far back in.
So we still had to park way far back and walk
Oh, wow.
because there's so many people there that
Wow.
are handicapped. That was
Wow.
an eye opener, and that was kind of like, here's another good reason not to get old and not to be unhealthy.
Yeah. Be healthy is the best investment you can make is invest in your health.
Yeah. So why am I here on a health journey? And I'm going to open the door here. I'm on the health journey because I lost two parents to a health condition. Cancer is one of them.
Oh,
Actually,
sorry to hear that.
cancer in both of them. And you know what? I'm not going down that road. So
Mhm.
I'm on a health kick, and I'm working that because I'm going to beat it. I'm not. I'm. They're going to have to. I'm going to be healthy that they're not going to have to preserve me.
It's all good. So
But
on that high note, health is everything.
it
Please
is
like, share, comment below, and please, guys, click on those links because the products we sell are life changing.
that they
And
are.
if you want to travel the world, this is a company you want to connect with
We can
and
talk to you
reach out
there.
to Ross or myself because we're on the horizon of some pretty big things. So we invite all of you to join us on the journey.
You want a plan B? We've got that. We can help work you on that too. We've got a
Yes, sir.
lot of stuff in the works. We got a lot of things, platforms that we're working with to get set up to help you to build, to grow, to use, to help, whatever. We're here. Bruce is here. I'm here. Reach out
Yes,
to
sir.
us. We've got people in different countries. We got deep people in different states. So let's connect and let's see what we can do to help you. That's why we're here. Nothing
Yes,
more,
sir.
nothing simple, other than one of us is up north and it's cold and they're numb. One of
It's not
us,
that cold in Kansas, is it?
one of us has an accent, and
Yes,
um,
sir.
this weekend we're going to get a little touch of what you're going to send to us. We're supposed to get 4 to 5 inches of snow this weekend,
Oh,
so
wow.
we'll be able to look out the door and see a little bit of what Bruce sent for Christmas.
You're welcome.
So, with that, Bruce, I don't know. I think that puts us on a
Uh,
good end for tonight.
I think so.
And so let's wrap this up. And, maybe we'll see you, meet you somewhere on the beaches of the world
Yes, sir.
and running, playing, having fun.
And
And
holding
that's what
some
we're
healthy
here.
coffee in your hand.
You bet. So have a great week. And we're going to be doing a few here in the next couple weeks. We may have a Christmas special one. We may
Yes, sir.
skip one or two, but stay tuned. Come on back. Catch Epic 18 just around the corner, and we'll
Yes, sir.
see you next week or on the beach. Have a great
Thank you
week.
very much.
Catch you later.